Well, addicts, the playoffs are finally here. I've been hearing a lot of negative sentiment from the Chiefs' kingdom as we head into the playoffs. A lot of people think this isn't the Chiefs' year. I've seen fans declare the playoff Chiefs dead on arrival, wrapping up the season before the postseason has even kicked off. They think that the mistakes, the offensive struggles, the lackluster play from the regular season is just sure to carry over into the playoffs, and they're bracing for the worst. Maybe they're right. I know how they feel. I'm 40 years old, and despite not growing up in Kansas City, I've been a Chiefs fan since April 20th, 1993, the day Joe Montana was traded to KC. And I've ridden with the Chiefs ever since. I endured through the playoff losses to Jim Kelly and the Bills and Dan Marino and the Dolphins. I suffered through Lynn Elliott in 1995, an early blow to my young Chiefs fandom. And I didn't go to school the day after the 14-10 loss to Elway and the Broncos. In 2003, now in college, I watched the game where nobody punted against Manning and the Colts. I was still there for 23-8 against the Colts in 2007 and 30-7 against the Ravens in 2010. The day of my father-in-law's retirement party in 2014, my wife got her first real taste of the horror that was Chiefs playoff football when the Colts again ripped our hearts out 45-44. I never wavered. In 2017 against the Steelers when the Chiefs didn't give up a touchdown and still lost. Or 2018 when Marcus Mariota threw a touchdown pass to himself. I celebrated like a madman for about 8 seconds in 2019 until I realized Dee Ford had just committed the biggest blunder in franchise history. I made it through all of that, and so did many of you. And if you think that the recounting of the 1993 to 2019 Chiefs playoff football wasn't disturbing enough for you to hear, just ask an old-timer about 1972 to 1985 when there were no playoffs to be miserable about. We survived Herm, Romeo, Candy Wrappers, Tyler Palco, Tyler Thigpen, Brody Croyle, Shabby Sabby Piscatelli, Frankie Hammond Jr., Donald Stevenson. No touchdowns by a wide receiver, 10 sacks in a season, Tony G leaving, Neil Smith leaving, Jared Allen leaving, losing Lamar Hunt, losing Norma Hunt. We endured all of those things and much, much more. So don't tell me this isn't the Chiefs' year. Don't tell me it's too cold to go to Arrowhead. Don't look me in the eye and tell me 11-6, a 3 seed, and a home playoff game is a disappointing season. I used to dream about 11-win seasons. Yes, the standards are higher now. Yes, Mahomes is a don't waste any season kind of deal, right? And any game could be Kelsey's last. But let's not lose sight of how special this run has been and how awesome and talented this team still is. And let's not take an 8th straight AFC West championship for granted. Maybe this isn't the Chiefs' year. All great runs end. And maybe 2024 is the year that the Arrowhead Invitational gets canceled. Maybe these Chiefs will go one and done and we'll all have to endure Tyreek Hill's trash talk for a few months. So what? We've been through worse. We've been to hell and back. Look, if you want to go into these playoffs expecting the worst, if that helps you cope, by all means, do you. But not me. I'm going down with the ship. If I rode with Elvis Gerback, you can bet your sweet ass I'm riding with Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid. The only guarantee is that the Chiefs have one more game, a playoff game on Saturday night at Arrowhead Stadium, and another shot at glory. Throw out the regular season and enjoy the ride. You never know when you might have to get off. As for me, I believe. Go Chiefs.